Alright, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So we continue with question number 3. Okay, this is the part 2 of the video discussing the homework assignment 1.1 until 1.5. Okay, so question says tangent alpha is negative 3 over 4, cos beta is 5 over 3, and alpha is given here, beta is given here. Okay, so what you're supposed to do now is you have to detect where is the angle alpha. So alpha, okay, is given as between, this should be quadrant 3, okay, and quadrant 1, okay, and beta is should be in quadrant 1 and quadrant 2, okay. So we check that alpha, okay, the value for tangent is negative. Therefore, alpha is not going to be, you don't choose both quadrants, right? So you know, right? Alpha must be only in quadrant 4, okay. So why is that? Because tangent is negative. So tangent is negative in quadrant 4. So I'm going to write that again. Okay. Uh, wait, this screen is moving. All right. So I'm going to write that okay nicely. So put alpha okay accordingly in the correct quadrant. So this is alpha, and this is 3 negative. This is 4. So hypotenuse should be 5. So you just mark there alpha. Okay. And you can already guess that, okay, since you're going to answer for secant alpha minus beta, so of course you're going to need cos alpha, right? So cos alpha is 4 over 5, and you're going to need sine alpha, which is negative 3 over 5. Okay, and then similarly for beta, so please note that beta is cos beta is positive, therefore beta must be in quadrant 1. Okay, so the corresponding quadrant or the correct quadrant is quadrant 1. So it's given as 5, okay, 13, that this the opposite side must be 12. All right, so you might want to fill up, okay, or finish everything. This is beta. We want cos beta, okay, given there. Cos beta is 5 over 13. And if we want to use sine beta, it's going to be 12 over 13. Okay, so once we have all that, then we can answer for secant alpha minus beta. Okay, and the other day we already discussed that there is no formula for secant, okay, for this subtraction and addition formula. Therefore you have to use the cosine formula. So this is it should be this, okay. And then we are going to expand, okay. So it's not going to be cos alpha minus cos beta, right? Okay, you have to use the subtraction formula. So the subtraction formula is cos alpha, cos beta. This is minus, so it should be plus. Okay, sine alpha. Okay, please excuse my writing. I don't know why it is as bad as this. Okay, it's usually bad, but this is worse, right? Okay, so never mind. So what we do now is simply, okay, from our triangles, okay, we just plug in the formula. So we have to write there, this should be 4 over 5, cos beta is 5 over 13, and that is plus sine alpha is negative 3 over 5, and sine beta is 12 over 13. Okay, so when we simplify that, we're going to get, okay, what do we get? If we simplify that, we're going to get 1 over negative 16 over 65. Right? So never leave your answer in compound fraction. So simplify, flip it upside down. Answer is negative 65 over 16. So this is the answer. Okay, so part A is done. Okay, that's how we do it for part A. Alright, so we take a look at part B. Part B, we have to use the half angle formula. So what's the half angle formula for sine? Before that, we have to check the because the half angle formula, you can refer to your formula, right? Okay, there is no need to there is no need to memorize formulas because formulas are provided. So if you check the formula is this, okay, plus minus. So either it's plus or minus, depends on the quadrant for the half angle. Okay, so 1 minus cos alpha, right? Check the formula. So the angle alpha is, okay, just now we have established that it is in the fourth quadrant. Okay, right? Alpha is in the fourth quadrant. So alpha over 2, alpha over 2 should be, okay, so we check where is alpha over 2. So alpha over 2 is, we divide everything by 2. So we have this one is alpha over 2. 0 over 2 is 0. Okay, so we can see that alpha over 2 is also in the fourth quadrant. Okay, quadrant 4. Alright, so that means we take the minus sign. Okay, so minus there. Okay, and then simply fill in the value for cos alpha. What was cos alpha? 4 over 5, right? 4 over 5, yeah? Okay, so cos alpha is 4 over 5. And then you simplify everything. Your answer is going to be 1 over square root of 10. If you want, you can also rationalize, which I think you're going to get. If you rationalize, it should be sec10. Okay, this is sec10 over sec10. So if you rationalize, it's going to be sec10 over 10. But if you don't rationalize, this is already okay. As long as you do not write it as or in decimal. Okay, decimal is not accepted at all because question wants exact value, and also question instructs not to use the calculator. Okay, so that is question number 3. Then we go to question number 4. Okay, question number 4 is actually very challenging. Okay, because it's a trick question. Okay, it's not the normal question. Normal question, it gives you directly, okay, sign whatever with a value, and the the quadrant. Okay, but now it is given as a this is a sum of alpha and beta, and this is a difference of alpha and beta. Okay, so what you have to recognize is the angle alpha or the angle beta, okay, is unknown. We do not know what is the value for sine alpha or sine beta, or tangent alpha or tangent beta, or cos, or okay, whatever. Okay, but we know the value for sine alpha plus beta. So it means this alpha plus beta is in itself an angle. All right, and alpha plus beta is, okay, is in the third quadrant. So it's here. Okay, so this is not the angle alpha or the angle beta, but this is the angle alpha plus beta. So if it's in the third quadrant, that means, okay, this should be 8, and the hypotenuse is 17, so this must be 15. Okay, so you know how to get this, right? Using the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so from here, you can find sine alpha plus beta, okay, which is the given one, negative 8 over 17, and you might also find cos alpha plus beta, which is negative 15 over 17. Okay, and then we take a look at alpha minus beta, where alpha minus beta is an acute angle. So that means it must be in quadrant 1. Okay, so just proceed here. This is alpha minus beta. So very quickly, this is 4, 3, this must be 5. Okay, and you can just fill in over here, cos alpha minus beta, that should be 3, 5, correct? And sine alpha minus beta, that should be 4 over 5. Okay, from here. So it is as if you treat this as theta 1, this is theta 2. Okay, alpha plus beta is an angle. So you cannot separate alpha from beta because we don't have that information. Alright, but now you have to find sine 2 alpha, right? Okay, so your first instinct, or the first thing that you think of is you want to use this, right? You want to use the double angle formula, correct? Okay, but the problem is we don't know what is sine alpha, we don't know what is cos alpha, and we cannot find it anywhere from here because it's not given. It is simply not given. Therefore, this is not correct. It won't work. Okay, so what we have to do instead is, so this is why this is a quite a difficult question because you have to think a little bit outside the box. Okay, so what it's going to be is, okay, sine 2 alpha is actually sine, okay, listen carefully, alpha plus beta, right, which is the first angle, right? Let's say this is your theta 1, and if you add, okay, alpha minus beta, and let's say you treat this as your theta 2. Okay, so you can see that if you add this, okay, you add this alpha, sorry, I was going to write that in blue, I'm running out of time. So alpha again should be blue. Okay, why is it not changing? Okay, blue. So alpha plus beta minus beta. So you get 2 alpha, correct? Okay. Therefore, the correct formula that you want to use is sine alpha plus beta, okay, cos alpha minus beta plus cos alpha plus beta, okay, sine alpha minus beta. Alright, and then you just plug in the formula, which is 8, 17, cosine is 3, 5, okay, plus cos alpha beta is negative 15 over 17. I put brackets there, and sine is 4 over 5. Alright, so when we simplify, okay, we are going to get right, so double check again. 8, 3 is negative 24, and 15, 4 is negative 60. So that should be negative 84 and 85. Alright, so that is the answer. So in this clip, we discussed questions number 3 and 4. The next question will be in the next clip, part 3. Okay, Assalamualaikum.